Greetings, my name is Tim Johnston. This is Recovery, Strength, Hope and Courage. Please, everyone watching this, never, never, never give up on this journey into recovery, because it doesn't matter how hard it is, how painful it is, and it is. There's no doubt about that, because I've felt it and I know how difficult it is and how life goes on around you and how hard life can be around you when you're trying to do this thing. But all the pain, all the challenges, all the, discomfort, you can turn them all into blessings. You really can. And I just want to share with you a couple of things today. As I sort of journey in 18 and a half months now into my sobriety and start discovering things about myself, because I've talked about before about, in a sense, addiction and recovery being blessings in your life, looking at them as gifts, because how many people get the chance in life to, whatever age they are, and I was late in life, obviously 56 when I made this final sort of journey into recovery, if you like, and how many people get a chance to reinvent themselves, recreate themselves, learn about themselves, and addiction gives you this opportunity, and recovery gives you this opportunity. Because, you know, you've experienced depths that perhaps other people haven't, and to reinvent yourself and relearn about yourself and try and turn into a better person all round, whether it be physically, mentally, spiritually, in every way, is a gift. It really is a gift. I mean, I work and volunteer with a homeless charity where we deal not just with homeless people, but with people in extreme poverty locally in the Malaga area and the Lothian area, and I speak to people every day, and it really opened my eyes, because I was a very selfish person in my addictions. I mean, I always managed to get money. I worked hard for my money. There's no doubt about it, and myself and my wife worked very, very hard to bring up our children and all the struggles that people have. And alongside that was the selfishness of my addiction. But I never really cared about anyone else, or just was very blinkered. I cared about what I had. And as long as I had enough money and I had enough gold on my finger, and we lived in a nice house and we had nice clothes and all that stuff, I think it was a nice car to drive, I didn't really give a shit about anybody else. And this was the selfishness of me, you know. But now I'm sort of working with these people on a daily basis. I'm discovering so much, not just about them, but about me as well, really. And I've got to know certain families that are living on the breadline, and we all have this picture painted for us of people in poverty that automatically they're stealing and they're on drugs and they're shambles and they're just burdens on society. But I've seen things since I've been doing this work that I wouldn't have believed, and these people have shown me so much, and I've learned so much from them about the human spirit and about survival and about learning the true meaning of what's important in life. I mean, particularly there's a 10-year-old boy, and I'm going to call him John for the sake of arguing. And this boy has more about him than probably anyone I've ever met in my life, because he literally appreciates everything. In the past, he's been lucky to get a bread roll in the morning to eat, you know, and he's had to go through school, be bullied because he's wearing tatty second-hand clothes, because his mum is on her own, a single mum, has tried to do her very, very best. There's no doubt about that, but she's not had any help until recently from anybody, you know, because for whatever reasons, and I'm not going to go into those, she's not been able to get money from the state and that, and she's relied on donations and food parcels and stuff like that. This boy has so much politeness and so much gratitude and so much inner happiness. He's learned to value what's important in life. He doesn't give a shit about the material world at all. He's literally grateful. If he gets a hot meal, this boy is so grateful, and then he says it could be worse. He uses phrases like it could be worse, and I'm lucky to have what I have. Other people have less than me. I've learned so much from that, and this is just one case, but there's many, many more like this that I've come across, and this is just here, never mind anywhere else. And I've had to learn to survive on a lot less money over here. I'm on a very meagre pension over here, and I don't have any spare money to go out for meals or any major luxuries or anything like that. If I want something, I have to save up for it, and I also send money back to my wife as well to pay her back for stuff that I in the past, like, you know, and it's a small donation every month, but it makes me feel better. And it's taught me so much as well, because I'm still really living well and eating healthily compared to so many other people, and and I appreciate everything so much more. I appreciate if I get something now that I would have taken for granted in the past. Um, I really appreciate it, and I've learnt, and that gives me so much inner happiness, and I don't know, it just makes me feel better. The material world doesn't really mean anything to me anymore, and I know that's difficult for a lot of you to understand out there, because a lot of you are probably still struggling along and bringing up families and working and day to day, and also having things thrown at you through social media, you know, what you should look like, what you should own, what you should have. And then obviously the people that live around you and keeping up with the Joneses, and you know, having what they have, and trying to be like everyone else and to fit in, and all the rest of it. But you probably know already that doesn't bring you any inner happiness. And I just wanted to share with you that the fact that happiness can be found outside of all that world. There's no doubt about it. And I'm talking about real happiness now. I'm not talking about a happiness that's falsely gained through drugs and alcohol, so, or material world, or sex, or gambling, or you know, having what other people have, or looking how other people want you to look, or how you perceive other people want you to look. Because I've learned that I don't care about what people think about. I said it in my other video, This Is Me. And I just want to share something else with you as well that I've been pondering on, and I was thinking about the other day. That you talk about, I mean, yeah, this is not about God or creation and all the rest of it, but fingerprints. Every single person in the world, every single living human being in the world has a totally unique fingerprint. And just think about that for a moment when you think about creation and all the rest of it, and about uniqueness, that you are a unique person, you are special, you are loved. There's no doubt about that. You are you, because you have that fingerprint, that uniqueness. Yours is the only one in the world. You are the only person like you in the world. You are totally unique. Think about that for a moment, and how important that is, because, you know, we try to blend in, and we try to be like everyone else, but just be yourselves. Just be who you want to be. Be strong. Keep fighting this addictions. Come out of it into recovery. You will find untold gifts. I've just named two now. One is learning to live without the material world, and seeing how unimportant all that shit is. And two is learning to love yourself, and learning that you are a unique person. Learning that you have self-worth, that you have something to offer. You have something to offer, not just the world in general, but other people, even if it's just giving back to one person. Even if it's handing a packet of biscuits to a homeless person on the street, or talking to them, or volunteering to make someone's life better, or helping the next door neighbour, or an old person down the road, or smiling at somebody, or bringing some joy and love into someone's life. You're there for a reason, and it's not just about your career, and it's not just about what you have and all the rest of it. There's a lot more to it than that. You are unique. Don't ever forget that. And whatever you do, never give up this fight. Because recovery will bring you so much joy, and so much peace of mind, and so much happiness, inner happiness, real happiness that's inside you anyway, that you don't have to search for outside of yourself. It's already in there. You've just got to find it. And I'm speaking as someone who was nearly 40 years in addiction to opiates and alcohol, and it's taken me until now to find it. And I wish, and there's no use having regrets, but I wish I'd found this path 40 years ago. There's no doubt about it, because I would have led an even happier life existence than I've led so far. But I'm blessed, and I'm grateful for every precious moment that I have. There's no doubt about that, and you should be as well. So do it for yourselves, and do it for the people who love you, and keep up the fight. Get through the pain. Turn the challenges into blessings, because you can do that. Much love to you all. Bye bye.